Overthinking in a real estate transaction can actually cost you thousands. It's completely normal. Everybody does it. Everybody overthinks sometimes. However, it's important to understand there's a very specific thing that's happening in your brain, and it's kind of there for your survival. So what happens is your brain doesn't like uncertainty. It feels unsafe. So when you send the text message and you're not getting a response back, or you submit an offer and we're waiting to hear back from the other side, or you put your house on the market and we're waiting for a showing, what happens is your brain will automatically fill the gaps with assumptions that are in there, and then trigger that with your anxiety on top of it, puts you into a spot of an overactive default mode network. And what happens when you have an overactive default mode network is you start spiraling into an overthinking situation where you start questioning everything. That's when the what ifs come up. That's when you start ruminating. And when you feed into it, what also happens is that the what ifs and the overthinking and the worst case scenario starts getting even more bad. And then when you get into that spiral situation, you get into a situation of analysis paralysis where you literally can't make a decision because your brain has kind of shut that clarity of your prefrontal cortex down. So the best way to break that cycle is with your task positive network. So your task positive network and your default mode network can't operate at the same time. Your task positive network literally breaks the cycle of your default mode network. And to get to that point is literally like doing a Control-Alt-Delete on your brain. Just shifting your thought patterns into something completely different. It can be going for a walk, doing a task around the house, talking to a friend, doing something completely different that's going to shift your brain from whatever the thing is that you're ruminating on. Once that happens, you shut down your default mode network and you allow your prefrontal cortex to give you the clarity that you need to start making decisions more clearly. That's the situation that we need to get to. So in a real estate transaction, it's very important that we get to that point as quickly as possible so that I can help you make sure that you're making decisions in clarity that you want to, and not making a decision out of panic or overthinking or this fear of loss. So if you have questions on this or anything else, stay tuned for more videos.